Who is the best team in the AFC West? How do you even answer that question? Because, man, there's so much talent. The AFC West is kind of a bloodbath. You know, the Raiders made the playoffs last year, but they have a new coach and a new GM. They've got Josh McDaniels at coach. But they also added a stud receiver, Davante Adams, maybe the best receiver in the entire NFL. He is reuniting with his former college quarterback, Derek Carr. They destroyed people at Fresno State. They got a running back I like, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow at receiver, Darren Waller at tight end, Max Crosby and Chandler Jones at defensive end. I mean, the Raiders are good. And then you look at the Denver Broncos. They just added a new head coach, Nathaniel Hackett. They also added an incredible, probably Hall of Fame quarterback, Russell Wilson. Probably, is Russell Wilson guaranteed Hall of Fame at this point? Let me know what you think. I don't know how to answer that. I think probably. It's a little early in his career to be, proclaiming that, but man, he's good. And it seems like Russell Wilson is the missing piece needed in Denver. They've got a solid offensive line. They've got I don't think people realize how good the receiving core is in Denver. Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Tim Patrick, and KJ Hamler. Talent across the board that's going to be, made to look even better with Russell Wilson throwing them the football. They've got a good defense. I mean, Denver looks like they're going to be really, really good. Then you look at Kansas City. By the way, Kansas City's won the division 6 years in a row. I don't think people realize how dominant Kansas City's been in this division. We're really quick to dismiss them. They've still got a legendary head coach, Andy Reid, and a legendary quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, a stud star tight end, Travis Kelce. At receiver, Juju Smith-Schuster, Mecole Hardman, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who came over from Green Bay and I think could be even better utilized here in Kansas City. A good offensive line, some studs on defense. I mean, on the defensive line by itself, Chris Jones, Frank Clark, and rookie George Karlaftis. Justin Reed is our new safety in Kansas City. There's a lot to be excited about in KC. Now, every team in the AFC West is really, really good. And I think every team in this division has a shot at the playoffs. But I believe the LA Chargers are the best team in this division. And I look at what the LA Chargers have. I mean, they are absolutely loaded. It starts with their young quarterback, Justin Herbert. They've got a running back, Austin Eckler. At receiver, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Keenan Williams is not a person. Keenan, who's the guy from Saturday Night Live? Keenan, is his name Keenan? I don't remember his name. He's a longtime cast member. He's hilarious. In LA, they've got a really good offensive line. By the way, they made it even better. They just drafted a rookie guard, Zion Johnson, in the first round. That's exciting. They've got a good defense already. Then they made it even better this offseason. They added a shutdown corner, J.C. Jackson, and a stud linebacker, Khalil Mack. I think LA is the best team out west. And that leads me to a question on Patreon from ENK. You can write into the show. Go to patreon.com/Zach Schaumler so you can write in the show as well. ENK writes in and says this. Hey, Zach, I think we're crowning the Chargers as the AFC West champions too early. Everyone has seemed to forget that Kansas City was in the AFC title game last year. And the Raiders made the playoffs over the Chargers despite having a significantly worse roster. Although I do think the Chargers had a great offseason, I think a lot of people are overreacting. How say you? It's a fair point. I mean, maybe I am overreacting to the offseason that the LA Chargers had. But think about this. This is the Chargers pass rush. They've got Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. That's one piece right there. So I think they've got the best pass rush in the division, and it's a division where you got a lot of great quarterbacks. You got to get after the quarterback. They're going to create problems for Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, and Patrick Mahomes. That's good. They need to make that happen. Then this is the secondary in LA. You've got Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr., and J.C. Jackson. In my opinion, I don't think I'm overreacting. I think LA is the best team out west. Now, they still got to follow that up with wins. They could have the best team on paper and not win the division, but on paper, it's unreal what LA's put together, and I think LA, the Chargers, are the best team in the AFC West.